Hey everybody, my name's Hennessy. I'm one of the finalists for the Fuel From Your Heart, I Heart Flying Scholarship. I'd like to take a moment to thank Rochelle and her team and all the sponsors for making this possible today. The characteristics that I feel that I exemplify the most of for I Heart Flying would be my determination and my service work. As we all know, flight training is full of lots of ups and downs, and it takes pure determination to keep pushing through all the downs and all the way back to up to the next high. I'd like to share with you a few of my biggest, highest moments so far in this journey. First would be my student solo, working towards being able to fly on my own and finally being able to succeed at that was an amazing moment that I'm sure you guys are all familiar with in your own journeys. Second would be when I got to sign my student off for their check ride and their first solo, and getting to watch somebody who was just learning how to even use the controls in the plane to watching them fly without you, and how incredibly rewarding that was. And my third big moment was recently I got to meet my mentee. I actually mentor a young woman who's extremely bright, driven, just an overall wonderful person, and I was lucky enough to be able to meet her in person recently and enjoy that experience. So I was really worried that when I was going to go from being a flight attendant and providing that customer service work to transitioning to be a pilot, I was going to lose out on that a lot. I love serving people. But I've been very blessed that being a CFI has allowed me to continue up that customer service work in ways I never imagined. I've been lucky enough that I am a part of the Women in Aviation, the 99s. I volunteered for Girls in Aviation Day, and then I also do online Zoom grounds, in-person grounds for an entire class, and then I love to tutor and tailor lesson plans to each individual student so that we can best address those ways in which they may be struggling. I'm currently a CFI as well as a CFII. I do that mainly as my main source of income, and I'm hoping that if awarded the funds, I will be able to use it to my multi-engine instructor rating, which will help me further my students' development. I'm anticipating that it'll take me about a month from start to finish to get through the MEI program at a local flight school. So I understand that most of the scholarships don't fund an entire rating. If awarded the scholarship, I'll end up using what's left over of my savings to help supplement the rest of the training cost. I also work as a CFI right now, and I'm hoping to get some funds from teaching and instructing and being able to put that towards my rating as well. So this was the question I was most excited to answer. My 5-year goal is I want to work for an airline, but my 10-year goal is I'd like to open my own flight school, maybe my own nonprofit, or partner with somebody like the I Heart Flying nonprofit. I want to specifically target young women in my area that may not have the financial means or may not even realize that aviation is a goal for them. My plan is to be able to take my students from a 0-hour PPL all the way through every rating that they could possibly get and set them up for a career in aviation. By getting my MEI and getting that experience all these years out, I'll be able to use that to then better help my students down the line, especially when I start at my own flight school. I want to be able to be that person that my students can come to and say, I need this rating, or I want to do this, and I can give them that. I know how important it is to have a stable instructor, to have somebody that's in your corner. And I want to be that person to other young women, because I think there's so much more that happens to women when we learn how to fly. It's not just about learning to fly. We develop a confidence, skills, and all these major things happen that really elevates you to another level mentally. And once your eyes are opened and you realize that the sky is the limit for you, that transcends through all areas of your life. And I think if I can help more women feel that way and realize that, not just that, but setting them up for careers in aviation could create generational change within a family, which I couldn't imagine leaving a better legacy.